Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is Night, the first volume, the trade paperback. We're going to be looking at what would have been issue 3. It's called verse 3 in here. Full disclosure, the writer did send this PDF to me with the purpose of me reviewing it. And there you go. So let's look at the cool cover. Like, the cover's pretty cool, ain't it? Like, I like all the red. I think it looks pretty dope. Because the red looks kind of like blood, but it also looks like, you got cool neon lights and stuff. He's got glowy eyes, so you get like a red versus blue contrast. Nice. I've probably talked about that cover before. We're going to be jumping down to verse 3. But before I do, just come in here, check out the people who worked on this book. Got it? All right. Then we are going to jump down into the middle. Well, it's not really the middle. Like a page or two in to the story. So to recap, our hero here, Knight, is a dude. It's pretty obvious, right? But he's a dude who is kind of doing the multiple man thing. There are other hymns. And in the first issue, we kind of explored what that meant as he found one of himself, as he absorbed that person, gained that person's memories and experiences, skills, traits, whatever, absorbed them into himself. Totally doing the multiple man thing. And you know what? I'm here for it. In fact, I think I would like to see a story where somebody's just doing that and they're not like wrapped up in superhero shenanigans or anything like that at all. I think that might be a really compelling story. Okay, so then he met this lady, Whisper, who's got superpowers and she works for this guy over here. And this guy over here is getting people together and doing human sacrifices to awaken ancient evil or summon power into himself or something. And he's got a trio of homeboys that still work for him and are loyal, unlike Whisper, including this guy. I think his name was Executioner. Oh, yeah, look, Executioner. It's right there. Then there's Dragon Breath, and I don't remember her name. And frankly, she scares me a little bit, so we're just going to scroll right back down away from her. So they're like his dudes. They work for him, and they're like mentally prevented from being able to hurt him or each other. That's a great way to keep your minions from going crazy, right? Okay, we're like 2 minutes into this thing, and we haven't even talked about this issue. So we ended the last issue with him trying to kill him and then kind of wussing out, having like a flashback. He's like having a non-flashback or something like, "Oh, I suddenly remember my past, and now I can't kill you." All right, which gives the henchman time to show up. Whipsh! Close your eyes, bow your head, and that'll be quick. Move an inch, and I'll make it hurt. Yeah, right. You're gonna make it hurt anyway, dude. If he's as good as Whisper said, I need to hit fast, catch him off guard. Now, the one thing I did find weird about this little action sequence here of the next couple pages, you got text boxes from both sides in the same scene, and that seemed kind of awkward to me. That seemed a little weird. But they have themselves a fun little fight. Like, it's vicious, man. Got a sucker punch, kneeing him to the face. Look at his fang teeth. Might remember the last issue, Whisper's like, he's sharpening his teeth. Well, what are you sharpening your teeth for if you're not gonna bite somebody like that? Yeah, that's how that went down. So yeah, they keep fighting. It's actually a pretty good fight sequence. Is page 50? Yeah, it's page 50. I just kind of wanted to show a little more. Now, the one thing I'll say is neither of these dudes are really acting like they're in a real fight. They're in a comic book fight, and for whatever reason, that usually does not bother me, but it kind of bothered me here just a little bit. Because there's just like a lot of text. Like, you're telling me that in the time period between when he falls back, this guy poses, and then he throws his blades out. There, this fast enough for you? That's perfect. Like, do you really think they have that much time in the half second that it takes? Yeah, see, they don't. And normally that doesn't bother me, but with all these speed lines here, I think that's the only reason it bothered me on this fight sequence in these couple of pages. Is like, it looks like it should be fast. By the way, I really like the blood splatter effect in the background of this panel. A plus, very evocative. Also, these cuts look like they're real deep, dude. Like, he just cut like straight to the bone or something. Because look where this thing is. Oh my gosh. I don't know if our hero should even be able to like stand up. I mean, I know he's like superhuman and stuff, but throwing this kick like just seconds after that happens and he gets his calves cut, right? No, wait. Shoot. That's not the cap. What is the muscle on the front of your leg? That's not the quad. Whatever. Whatever that muscle is cut. All right. Boom. We're going to cut that off. Fun fight sequence. It really shows off what our hero can do. It shows off how, messed up the bad guy is. It's a good time. Naturally, they fight. The cops, keep the cops show up, and I just realized these bubbles are blank. I'm guessing that was intentional, but I didn't notice when I read it the first time, and I totally forgot there is a typo right here. Knight, the police is here. It's the police are here. The police is a singular object, but in this case, it's got individual agents, and there are multiple of them. So it would be are here. Sorry. Anyway, I digress. Great little sequences there, like leaving here. She's like using her visibility. She looks great right there, zipping around behind him, all the smoke and stuff. It looks really cool. Then clunk, then bap. Yeah. Could have maybe used a little more definition on the foot, because I guarantee you that that is not a flat surface. Unless it is, in which case that would be kind of weird. There's like no grip or anything. Like a little texturing there would have went a long way. That was impressive. You got nice moves. The only move you should focus on is to run. Like he's trying to flirt with her. She's being like super businesslike. Nope, we'll just take to the rooftops. Follow me. And they go to the rooftops. And I got page 54 up next. Yeah. And oh my gosh. That is a lot of text. I struggled to make it through this couple of panels. I don't know. I don't know why there's so dang much text. But what they're saying here does tie into what happens later, because he's trying to get her to trust him. She doesn't want to. And that's kind of the source of what's going on. Regardless of the trust that they may or may not have. Yeah, you knew this was coming. You knew that it would turn into a romantic plot. And you know what? Later on, some trust does get earned after the banging. I don't know what that says exactly. And of course, they're still on, their idea of they're hunting down the bad guy. And that's kind of where we set up for the next issue is them getting ready to get into a scrap with the bad guy who's got a great plan. Like, you knew that. You knew that. I'm not spoiling anything by saying that. It was a pretty satisfying issue. A very wordy issue, but pretty satisfying. You can go check this out on, I believe, Kickstarter if you want to. And that is the extent of my advertisement. That one sentence right there. Check it out on Kickstarter. So far, I'm enjoying Night. It has been a fun read, and I want to thank the writer for sending me the PDF to review. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great one, and bye-bye.